Hello everyone, Johnny here for Snorkel, doing another movie review for you guys. A little bit late, my apologies, but I finally got to see Baby Driver by Edgar Wright, and I've been waiting a long time for this movie. His last film came out in 2013, that was The World's End. Honestly, I've been a huge fan of his since I was like a little kid. Shaun of the Dead was the first movie of his I saw. I was really into zombies at the time, you know, playing Nazi zombies with my friends and that kind of thing. So when I saw that movie, I was blown away. He has such a distinct style, and it was so funny. And here, it's a genuinely original, fresh take. It's from his mind. He said he's been developing this movie for like 20 years. It's a mid-budget, $50 million movie, filmed with hardly any CGI in Atlanta on location. And I'm happy to report that it delivers big time, because Baby Driver is one of the most original, fun, fucking insane, over-the-top, exciting movies that I've seen in a long time, honestly. It stars Ansel Elgort, and he is Baby. He drives basically for these criminals, and he's the driver that gets them, you know, from the bank back to their safe house. And the plot basically is him meeting this girl. He doesn't like doing the driving business. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers or anything, but there are reasons that he wants to get out. And so once he meets this girl, he's like, okay, it's time to get out. And he can't get out for reasons that I said I will not spoil. But in the movie, apart from those two, are Kevin Spacey, who's pretty much his boss, that coerces him into doing these jobs for him. And then in the crew that he has to work with, there's Jamie Foxx, there's Jon Hamm, and let me say, the action in this movie is amazing. The car chase sequences don't use any CGI really. From what I've heard, it's like 99% real practical effects, like in camera, and it's insane. It's jaw-dropping. And not only are these action sequences choreographed extremely well, as stunts on their own, but this movie is almost like a musical, because Edgar Wright wrote the songs into the actual script to coordinate them with the actions that are going on in each scene. So basically, for example, at the beginning of the movie, he's sitting in the car, Baby, and the song comes on, and he plays these songs because he has tinnitus, which basically is ringing in the ears, and so he uses the music to drown it out. And he's sitting there listening to the music, and he's in his car, and he's doing all these things with the steering wheel, and he's like lip syncing, and he's hitting the wiper blades, and it's really fucking impressive. Like, technically it's amazing to watch. The editing, the choreography, all the sound design that they had to do for this movie, and the music is all great too. I thought the songs were all really well chosen. My one complaint about the film that stops it from being like a masterpiece basically is that the film is really like over the top and fantastical, almost like a musical where things aren't entirely in reality, if you know what I mean. And I thought towards the end of the movie, and especially the stuff going on with the love interest and the relationship between Deborah and Baby, I thought it was almost a little too fairy tale-esque. It was a little too unrealistic, and I realized that's probably what Edgar Wright's going for, because you could say the same thing about his other movies, obviously. But here it was definitely like, okay, do I really buy that? Like, it's hard to describe without going into detail, but so that would be my one complaint. And like I said, it loses steam towards the end of the movie. I'd say maybe it's like 10 minutes too long. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Really, really great. If you've seen it already, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have any questions, just leave them in there. I'll get back to you. Like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. We got a bunch coming up in the next couple weeks. There's a bunch of movies coming out, so we're going to have a bunch of reviews. Hopefully we get some trailers, and then of course Comic-Con is towards the end of July, and we are going to be covering that like a motherfucker. So, like I said, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later.